guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about the new Ark Part 2 Genesis DLC. There's a bunch to cover. There's also the TLC update, the DLC Genesis Part 2 we need to talk about. There's also 3 things you can get in the game right now, and yeah, this is really cool. Let's get right into it. Okay, as some of you guys may know, there was the Extra Life charity event that happened just a couple days ago, and there has been insane amounts of updates on Genesis Part 2. Today I'm going to be talking about all of them, but first of all, let's watch my live reaction to the Genesis Part 2 trailer. This was over on Twitch, so yeah, go check out my Twitch in the description. Let's get right into it. Go away. So there's a person in like a sleeping pod. Rockwell pulls you out of a spaceship. Okay, go. And did I see a car? Yes. No, there's a. I don't know what that is.
You see before you the pinnacle of mankind.
So that's Rockwell talking.
All
So sick.
hopes and dreams carefully
What are
nested
them?
within this
They're compass. And that,
Each of its
I don't know what that
shining
is.
rings are laden with miracles of science,
It really does look like a Halo map.
paradise.
Like all of like the
boundary
background
between
and
the
sky.
biological and technological has been all but erased, and now all of it is mine. I control this vessel now.
So is that one of Rockwell's tentacles?
I command its evolution, and very soon, its destination.
That dino is so cool. Oh,
My will shall spread across the cosmos.
so awesome.
Infinite.
What's that, like one Rocket League map? I mean, no, but okay.
Or that witless puppet that
What are them little squid things?
can do to stop me.
What the hell is that?
I have already set my designs in motion. Our future awaits.
What is this?
Survivor.
Some spaceship or something? Oh, it looks so awesome. Wow. And then we're going to chat, fix your trash game. Nice. And then a little gremlin Yoda thing. Okay, cool. Oh, it's updating. Ah, it's really cute, but it's also very terrifying. Do we get that? Do we get that? So yeah, that was the trailer. It looks so cool, very epic. And yeah, basically, this is also the TLC Pass 3, the second trailer that they released yesterday. Not yesterday, but in a charity event day. Which, yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, let's watch it. Oh, so I have seen this, but I didn't react to it properly in stream. Look at that. So yeah, they got the Mammoths updates. The Mammoth got a brand new look and design. It looks a lot better, like the saddle and stuff. The Stego got updated as well. I think the Tech Stegos also got updated. I can't really tell though. I'll have to maybe have a look at that. And yeah, there's the new taming update, where you can see what you're taming, and you can even see in the list. Really cool. And there's a bunch of babies. See eggs and stuff. Pretty decent. Now we're going to be actually going over all of the live stream reveals that got revealed in the Extra Life live stream. They released one I guess spoiler or like kind of teaser every hour. Released some new pieces of information, new items that are going to be in the game, new creatures, like talking about the creatures. And yeah, there's obviously the Shadow Man, which is the lion creature that you saw in the trailer. There's also the Noglin, I believe it's called, which is that ending creature that you saw that looked like a bit like Yoda, a bit like the Gremlin or whatever. There was also them big mech things. Wait, let me have a look what they're called. Yeah, Striders. So yeah, we'll talk about all of them. So there was like 15 times the rates, and I was on Twitch and I streamed it all. So that was really fun. So yeah, go check out my Twitch, it's in the description. But yeah, so just have a look at all of the information. So yeah, there was a bunch of donations. There was over $180,000 in charity money for the Extra Life charity, which was absolutely crazy. But this is a new creature, the Noglin. So the Noglin may look cute, but don't be fooled. There's a mind-bending surprise in store when it wraps around the noggin of a target. It enables you to temporarily take control of enemy creatures, tames, or even other humans. I didn't actually know this before. They didn't actually mention this in the stream, I don't think. They just said it had mind controlling abilities. It never said you could take control of enemy creatures, tames, and even other humans though. That's a really cool ability. And the design of it just looks so awesome. Wow. There's the Shadow Man. So I believe this is the female version, and in the trailer was the male version. I'm not 100% sure if that's right. Could be the other way around, but that's what I think. Actually, the female version could be the male version actually, because it said the female version could go invisible. The one in the trailer went invisible, and yeah. But let's read it. The Chimerical Prowler has powerful rope cloaking abilities for all your sneaking needs, while also making use of fast chain teleport strike that can decimate groups of targets by the time its victims are aware of its presence. Is often already too late. That's very interesting. They didn't even like talk about any of this, I don't think. This is like pretty much new information to me, and I watched all of the reveals. But that looks awesome. Apparently there's going to be male and female. Yeah, that's the Shadow Man. Pretty good name for it. The Strider. Apparently these are going to have different attachments, and you can't even like switch the attachments either. You have to tame them somehow, and yeah, essentially you tame them, and whatever attachments they have, that's what you get basically. And there's a bunch of different attachments, I believe. Better brush up on your hacking skills to claim one of these giant mechanical striders. So I'm going to assume you need to hack them or something. I don't know how that's going to work though. That's going to be interesting. Patrolling the colony ship, they are outfitted with a variety of randomized individual components across their body, which gives each strider a different potential set of unique skills, whether in defense, offense, or utility. So in the trailer, we actually saw them like destroy a tree, obviously collecting wood. That is like one of the that's like a really new cool mechanic of collecting wood. I'm gonna assume you can do that with rocks, metal, all of the different resources. I'm gonna assume you can. So it's gonna be kind of like magma saw, something like that, but with multiple attachments and just way better at collecting things, probably. So that apparently has a harvesting attachment right there, so that's interesting. And obviously it says defense or offense, so this could mean that they could have like a shield on them, they could have like a some sort of laser that kills enemies. I don't know, just ideas. The Astro Delphus. So this is quite similar to the Astro Cetus. I'll throw a picture of it up on the screen right now. This is apparently a very similar creature to that, but obviously the Astro Cetus is a whale. This is like the dolphin version. The curious extraterrestrial creature may look like the cetaceans that once swarmed the Earth's oceans. Hopefully I said that word right. I'm honestly not sure. But they seem to be at home in the interstellar medium, far from any planet's surface. Place the versatile tech wing saddle on them, and they're a vertical fighter spacecraft capable of blasting targets out of the sky with lasers or homing charges, or bombing them into oblivion. And yes, they can do a shot repelling barrel roll. So this is quite a lot of new information right here. Apparently they have homing charges, which is really cool, but I wonder what you're going to actually be using this against. There must be some opposition with the Astro Delphus. must be some reason you would want to tame it, you know? But it's like the Astro Delphus. Don't think there was much of a reason you would tame that. It's just pretty cool, I guess. This could be another one of them things, or there could be some reason for taming this creature. Who knows? Apparently, it's going to have a Tiger Wing saddle, so that I'm going to assume is a pretty good mobility creature in the game. Gets you from place A to place B in a good amount of time. Probably, I mean, it could be the fastest creature. It could be the fastest creature. Apparently, it's also in opposition towards the Tropper in PvP. So that's interesting. Gen X variants. So, originally they showed the horse. I wasn't too happy with that. It looks terrible. That's my opinion. I mean, you guys can decide, but that just looks like an aberrant equus, a horse, you know? So they gave a bunch of different skins last time. They only gave 3 this time, which is really weird, but they say some old friends will be making a reappearance in Genesis Part 2. Here's an early look at our Gen X variants, which include new variants of many previous expansions creatures. So that could be even rock drakes where we could have. Of course, it says many previous expansions creatures. They only showed 1, so there's going to be obviously more. It could be some extinction dinos, maybe even some Genesis dinos, which will be in the Genesis X. So you could get like a biome specific Magmasaur. That could be cool. Or even like a biome specific color variant of maybe a Ferox, something like that. Just ideas. But most likely they'll be taking it from Aberration, Scorched Earth, or Extinction, since they're like the main 3 like previous expansion creatures. This is a Reaper, of course. It looks a bit corrupted. Pretty cool. This is also like a pretty corrupted dialogue. It reminds me of the just the normal corrupted creatures in Extinction. I'll try and put a picture of that up right now if I can find one. But yeah, it looks like them a bit. So these are the new items that are in the game as well. So we've got the hover sail. This apparently is really cool because it says you never really travelled until you tried hover sailing. There's no better way to get yourself across the ring than jumping onto one of these high-tech boards and surfing the air currents. And no better feeling than skimming the skies to find the perfect tailwind while nailing flashy tricks to boost your speed. So I'm going to assume this is a little bit like the Tropper, and also a little bit like maybe a Griffin to get more speed if you do tricks and stuff. Obviously on the Griffin you can only go down and swoop, but with this you could probably like spin or something, and it'll boost your speed. I'm gonna assume there'll be like a little speed boost, just like the Trophy had in its when you was controlling it with the like the gas powered jet. This is a tech ball. I actually didn't even notice this until like right at the end of the stream. But it says run it into trouble aboard the ship. The Federation issued tech ball materializes arrows of any type on the fly and uses electromagnetism to shoot them at blinding velocities. So that is a very super high speed ball, I'm going to assume. Any arrows? It says materializes, so does that mean it actually like you don't need arrows and it creates some fire? Like with this ball, maybe you can put element in it and it creates arrows for you. That could be really cool. That's probably what's going to happen because the arrows do look kind of like glowy, so it could be, yeah, it could be that. Tech Federation suit. This is actually really cool. So, whenever you start the Genesis simulation of Part 2 of Genesis, you will start out with a Federation tech suit, and this will be like your base person, I guess. But you can still put armor values onto that, which is a little bit confusing. But let's read. Suit up survivor, you'll be able to find an upgrade. You'll find this to be an upgrade from what you've experienced wearing inside the Genesis simulation. This sleek, high-tech exo armor should protect you from a variety of otherwise lethal situations. And best of all, on Genesis Part 2, the suit has unlimited jetpack power without the need for element. And flyers are also fully supported this time around. So that is a huge thing, because the reason I did not like Genesis, the only reason The only reason I did not like Genesis Part 1 was because there was no flyers, which this makes it so much better. Who knows, I even may move to Genesis Part 2 in the future. There will be a series on that in the future, don't worry. This will be in March when this releases. I forgot what the actual date is, but this is a canoe. Pretty simple, but not simply just for recreation. You could pick up your canoe and place it down again in any body of water. So like the raft, you can't like pick it up and place it somewhere else. You have to, if you've put your raft down on one body of water, you can't move it to another body of water. But this you can. With multiple rowers working in the tandem, the canoe can travel exceptionally fast. Fishing from a canoe is especially convenient, as is the built-in cooking pot. Didn't ever mention this on stream, but apparently it's got a built-in cooking pot. That's pretty cool. I also want to mention on this, I don't know what it was. Yeah, apparently there's supposed to be a built-in like tech replicator and something, not tech replicator, tech transmitter, so you can transmit all your items. It might have been on this guy's saddle actually, or something. I can't really remember, but it said something about being a tech transmitter on one of these things. I can't 100% remember, forgive me about that, but yeah. This is a minigun, pretty cool. Just pretty simple minigun. Need a massive jet barrage of bullets to keep your enemies under pressure. With what this minigun lacks is accuracy and tendency to overheat. It makes up for in sheer firepower. Place it in stationary mode to improve its accuracy and clear targets around corners. So you can place this down and you can pick it back up. That's really cool. So it's got like an inbuilt like kind of tripod, so you can improve the accuracy. You can place it down and like aim and at a certain area. Not going to be really good for PvE. Don't know how it's going to be good for PvP either. Maybe like if there's someone with a Giga, you could get your minigun out, place it down, and just annihilate the Giga, which could be really cool. I'm going to assume it does a lot more power than the assault rifle, because obviously the assault rifle would be the most easiest to compare this to. This heck pistol, this is actually really cool because there is a healing mode. Stun mode, that's alright. The killing mode, that's just pretty boring. Each crew member will be issued a Federation phase pistol equipped with multiple lethality settings. So do you get this at the beginning of the game? That would be really cool. So you get like a pistol and you get your whole like bodysuit. That would be really cool. So that honestly sounds awesome. And there's apparently healing mode. I wonder if that's to heal yourself or to heal your own dinos, because currently we only have a Snorkel or just force feeding meat to heal dinos. So it'd be really cool if we could use this pistol to heal our own dinos. That would be so awesome. Stun mod, that's alright. I mean, I don't see any places where you would be using that too much. Maybe you can stun something, tranquilize it, keep stunning it, tranquilizing it. That could be a tactic to tame stuff. I'm not sure. Killing mod, that's just pretty boring. Well, not boring, but it's just pretty simple. All pistols would have a killing mode, to be honest. But the other two are pretty interesting, I guess. Unless it's set to heal and stun mode. Yeah. Okay. So this is the What's an Ank? That's the egg incubator. This is long overdue for like a release on Ark. Like everyone wanted this. Let's be honest. Everyone needed egg incubator. The only question I have: will it incubate them to like? Will it just hatch them, or will it just keep them in there until it gets to like one out of 100 incubation? You place it down and it auto breaks, and you know, or like you place it in air conditioners and it auto opens the egg. That could be really cool. Who needs fuss with eggs when you can get the fantastical egg mechanical egg incubation device to cook them to perfection? This device lets you view all the statistics and mutations. That's something people was asking about. I don't think they actually mentioned that it was actually going to be able to do mutations of eggs and incubate them to an optimal temperature while hatching them at your convenience. So you can just have this on the side, hatch all your eggs. I don't know if this will, does it say hatch them? It doesn't. It just says incubate. The ammo box, this is actually a really cool one. So these are pretty much just like quality of life stuff, especially the egg incubator. The canoes are a pretty good quality of life thing, and the ammo box is heavy in the quality of life. This handy new structure will automatically fill all nearby turrets with the variations of ammunition, while its floating HUD shows you its total ammo stats without the need to open the inventory, and also reflected visually with the ammunition models displayed on it. So apparently it's going to have like a whole UI above it that will tell you how much ammunition is inside it, which this doesn't look tech. So the fact that it's going to have a hologram or like some sort of visual element that'll give us information on the ammo that's inside it, that's awesome, because it doesn't look like you're going to need tech to make it, and that's a really cool item in that case. These are the remote camera security systems. So awesome. This is so good for like role play, checking on teams. Oh, it's going to be so cool. That. So you can like with your with this new taming update, you can see from far away like what your taming progress is on. Put a camera near the dino, see if there's any dangers nearby. I really like that feature, and the fact that it's going to be a remote security system. You can also build like a second trap. You can put a camera in it. You know, you can watch people through that. Apparently, you can even talk through the cameras, through the map, and it's just so awesome. Secure your base in Genesis Part 2 with a remote security system. Issue commands, view, and communicate all from a remote location. You can even use them to spy on and communicate with your enemies. So yeah, you can like make trades with people through this. You can do all sorts of stuff. And yeah, I just think it's awesome. Even for the PvP side of things, it's going to be so cool to see people just like have like a hidden camera at someone else's base and just be watching them. Naked Zumble's definitely going to be doing something like that. Loadout mannequin, another quality of life thing. No need to scream, who may I get from my vault? Are your tribe mates again while your turrets are soaked and you run in circles? Get up quick and get those griefers by sorting out your loadouts or trusty loadout mannequins, which is also great to visualize your gear and hotbar items for a single press full equipment swap. So this switches out your whole hotbar, all your armor, I'm going to assume as well. So it'll automatically put, for example, hazard armor on you and give you some taming stuff. For example, you want to go to Lunar Biome, you got a set loadout for the Lunar Biome. It'll give you your hazard armor and your first set, and then you can quickly switch back to a flak set or whatever, or like a tech suit. Tech frog plot, pretty boring, pretty standard. It's pretty much it is what it is, you know. Once to take up gardening, crew members can make use of this high-tech crop plot to efficiently raise harvestable plants just about anywhere. So that's, I mean, it's going to be alright. Looks like you'll be able to stack them on top of each other since there's like there's little bars, and it would make sense if they could stack on top of each other. That's pretty cool. And yeah, this is a new environment to the map as well. The Genesis ship. Welcome to your new home, survivor. You'll be returned to life aboard this immense vessel, representing the pinnacle of mankind's ingenuity. What could have motivated so desperate and a measure to cast all of nature itself adrift in this interstellar lifeboat? So that's apparently where we're going to be like spawning, I guess. And maybe we're going to be that's also where all of the missions are going to be. All the missions are going to be on board that ship, and apparently it is absolutely huge. If you put a T-Rex on that ship right there, you wouldn't be able to see it, apparently. So that's going to be so crazy cool. I wonder how much room there is and what this area could be. I'm going to assume like maybe you can teleport down through the ship to the like planet, maybe. That could be awesome. Yeah, and that's another view of it. So cool. That's the exterior detail. This is the first biome. So this is the first biome concept that they created, which you'll see all of these throughout the trailer. But the idyllic sunlit meadows and rolling hills of this tranquil biome show little to indicate what's in store for the influence of Rockwell's insanity. So this is probably where everyone would be making the bases. Looks like there's going to be a bit of like corruption around the green like lushness of the mountains and the biome and stuff. It's probably going to be another big like area you would make your bases and art and stuff. Enjoy this view, survivor. Perhaps you fancy a stroll along this promenade. Don't be shy, those bridges are spacious enough for any beast you've tamed, and its observation towers offer the best advantage of the sprawling artificial gardens you see before you. See, that looks awesome. That looks really awesome. So yeah, them bridges are going to be massive apparently, since it says any tame you've got. So I guess the size of a Titan. We'll see. We'll see. This is Biome 4, one of my favourite looking biomes. It's very artsy, to be honest. Creation is an exhilarating undertaking, one of the incomparable prerequisites of godhood. I'm afraid you won't find much in the way of creature comforts here. Guardians are made for you, after all. So this is apparently where the Shadow Man is going to be spawning. And it's like Rockwell's Guardian, I believe it's called. Yeah, this is Rockwell's Garden. This is like Eden, the Rings of Eden area. And this is just the meadows, I guess. And then this is apparently Rockwell Wall, or Rockwell's Wall. How foolish you are to have scurried into my inner sanctum. Did you truly expect to evade my notice here? I am displaced now, and you're merely a parasite. So yeah, Rockwell's basically, his body has taken over the whole ship, or something like that. And this is like one of the areas in the ship. As you can see, there's actually a person standing now, which is really cool. Of course, this isn't everything to see about Genesis Part 2. So much more in store. Yeah, so they've only released a short amount of information. Not even a short amount, they've released a bunch of information, but it's not all of it. There may even be more dinosaurs. They never said that that was all of the dinosaurs that there's going to be. They just said that that's all they're releasing and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it for the Extra Life, all of the announcements that got announced. Amazing. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button down below, and also make sure you've subscribed as well to join the Dragon Army. And yeah, I hope to see you all in either my Ark streams on Twitch or my my new Ark Genesis Part 2 series, which will be live streaming on YouTube. I don't know if we're going to be ending it on YouTube, because obviously we've carried Genesis Part 1 onto Twitch. But yeah, hope you've all enjoyed, and see you all in the next one. Goodbye.